Dear viewers, I'm a dear student. Welcome to my channel, Science and Vigyan. You can see onto my screen, the topic is given for the 2D talk. Today we will discuss calibration SOPs in the pharmaceutical analysis. Before to that, you know what is SOP? SOP is standard operating procedure. And what do you mean by that? In that, there is a complete description of everything. For example, you need to calibrate any pharmaceutical instrument. There is a step by step each and everything what you need to do. You can see in this first title page, I have put the picture of the weighing balance, and you can see the scientists what they are doing. They are calibrating the balance with the help of this digital balance. Fine, they need to check whether the, for example, this weighing balance that is of 500 mg, they need to check whether it weigh 500 mg only or it is more and less. Fine, so let's start talk or discussion. Before to that, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share the video. If you feel the videos are very useful to you, please share the videos with your colleagues also and with your friends also. Okay, in this discussion today, I would like to discuss the introduction, calibration SOPs, then SOPs for the calibration of the pharmaceutical instrument. And in the next video, I would like to discuss the references and their MCQs, whatever the suitable in this topic. So please stay tuned to my channel and please click that bell icon. For that, you will have the updates for the channel. Okay. What is calibration? Calibration, you can see there is a figure, and the lean person with the caption they have mentioned, I'm so heavy, because the weighing balance, they weigh 150 kg, but their weight is very less because the weighing balance is not calibrated. Fine, you can see on the right side it is mentioned also, I did not calibrate the scale. If the scale is calibrated, their weighs more, but it is less because it is not calibrated. Okay, next is the scope. Now, what is the scope of this SOPs and the calibration? In the pharmaceutical industry, it is helpful in the qualification, it is helpful in the validation, like where SOPs are helpful. So SOP mean, for example, if you need to make anything in the kitchen also, there is a detailed description of everything. For example, you need to take 1 gram of any powder, after that you need to mix it, you need to add the solvent into that. In the, even in the, there is a detailed description of everything. It is mentioned with the in the end, you need to pack the your product in the envelope or in the bottle. Everything, each and everything is mentioned there. Okay, in the SOP there are the 4 basic thing that is mentioned. One is the terms, other is a method, next is a responsibility, and last is a method development. Before to that, we will discuss the parts of SOPs. In the parts of SOPs, you can see this is a CAL certificate. This is like, this information we need to pertain from the product. Before to that, we need to write down the SOP for the product. And this is a SOP of the product. For example, we need to do the calibration. Here it is a out of calibration. For example, the any instrument is out of the calibration, we need to apply for the registration of the out of the calibration. In that, first of all, we need to have preliminary investigation we need to do. In the preliminary investigation, there are 2 stages. One is a assignable cause, other is a non-assignable cause. In the assignable cause, we need to repeat the calibration by analyst 1. In that, we need to do the same solution preparation. In that, if the result is satisfactory, we need to release for the use for that instrument. If it is non-satisfactory, we need to follow the second method, that is the non-assignable cause. In the non-assignable cause, we need to perform the calibration by analyst 2 using freshly prepared solution. Fine. In the first case, we need to use the same solution that is used we earlier. Fine, but if the results are not accurate or it is they are not satisfied, we need to follow the non-assignable cause. In the non-assignable cause, if the result is satisfactory, we need to repeat we need to do calibration with the analyst one with the same solution. For example, we are using here boric acid. We suppose we are calibrating the melting point apparatus and we are taking the boric acid, or we are taking benzoic acid. Fine. We firstly we take benzoic acid. After that, we need to repeat the same experiment by using the same benzoic acid. If the result is satisfactory, we need to release for the use for that instrument. If it is non-satisfactory, again we need to follow the stage 2b. If the again result is non-satisfactory, we need to rectify the problem and we need to do the calibration with the help of analyst. Fine. This is the kind of SOPs of the calibration, and this method we need to follow in each and every instrument as well as apparatus. For example, you are calibrating the measuring cylinder, or you are calibrating the melting point apparatus, or anything, you can calibrate with the same SOPs. Fine. Okay. And in the next talk, I would like to calibrate. We would like to discuss the calibration of newly installed instrument in the lab or in the industry. Before to that, we need to cross check the CAL certificate. After that, we need to do the internal and external calibration. Internal and external calibration, in that certificate is also provided by the company. We need to show whether the instrument is calibrated with their standards. We need to check before installing the instrument in the lab. After that, we need to do the validation. If it is satisfactory, then we can proceed with the instrument. Otherwise, we can give the request for the replacement of the same instrument. After that, we need to make the annual master plan of the same. Like, we need to make their SOPs of that instrument. Fine. This is an example of the CAL certificate. Here, there is a space for the instrument. Here we need to mention their certificate number that is given by the company. After that, we need to mention the make. For example, Shimarjo is making that instrument. We need to mention their Shimarjo. The SOP is also given by the company. We need to mention the reference number, then instrument ID, then serial number, range, calibrate. This is the very important. We need to mention the calibrate range and the date. For example, I am calibrating it today. I need to mention the date, and I need to mention the range of that calibration. For example, if there is a weighing balance, and if it weigh 10 mg as 9 mg, I need to mention minus 1 mg. Fine. For example, if in the next I weigh anything, I need to do the minus of the 1 mg for the each product. Fine. After that, I need to mention here acceptance criterion, then the unit of measurement, and in the last, we need to mention the remarks. Fine. Next is the calibration of the pH meter. Before to that, please see, this is a pH meter. Fine. This is a digital pH meter, and this is a pH. Sorry, I'll use spotlight. Okay, this is a pH meter, and this is their scale. This is a pH knob. We need to calibrate the pH meter properly. Before to that, we need to. Have you ever seen a pH meter in the lab also? Generally, they put the knob into any solution. The solution, generally, we take a buffer. Fine. Buffer tablets, they are easily available in the market. We need to take that buffer tablet and need to make the buffer solution. You can see the bottle, they are for the buffer only. We need to use the same. Fine. Okay. Now we will discuss calibration of pH meter. Okay, pH meter. Now you know what is pH meter. Spotlight. Yeah. The use of the procedure that is generally recommended by the manufacturer of the equipment. For example, if you are using the digital pH meter, or any other type of pH meter, their SOPs generally is given by the manufacturer, but we need to design their SOPs according to our lab. We need to mention, we need to display the SOPs onto. Okay, we need to mention their SOPs depending upon our lab condition, and we need to put the SOPs on that instrument. For greatest accuracy, it is recommended that the instrument be calibrated before each use, as I already mentioned. For example, if we are using the measuring center also, before to experiment, we need to calibrate it. Fine. And it is recommended to calibrate with two standard buffer, and usually we take pH of 4 and the pH of 7. If you have any doubt for any terminology, please do mention in the comment box. Fine. After that, we need to rinse the electrode. As you know, this is electrode. This is electrode. Fine. We need to rinse electrode with the buffer. Generally, we take the pH of 4 and the pH of 7 of the buffer. Before to experiment, generally we dip the electrode in the pH in the buffer solution of pH 7. After that, we need to press the button calibration key, and you can see the LCD will blink, and the calibration can then be confirmed. Wait 30 seconds and again press the confirmation key to confirm the first buffer. Fine. If everything is satisfactory, we need to again check the LCD. If it blink 4 by replacing the pH of buffer of pH 7 to 4, we need to check their LCD value. If it is again it is 4, that is fine. If the wrong solution is used, the electrode has been used or the buffer is out of specification. So we need to use the same, like here we need to use the buffer solution of pH 4 and the 7 only. We are not supposed to use any other buffer, because if we use any other buffer, sometime the electrode that is out of the specification. Fine. After that, we need to rinse electrode with the clean water or some pH 4 buffer solution, and dip the electrode into the beaker containing pH 4. If we check the pH of buffer 4, the LCD will stop blinking 4. When it has been stabilized, we need to do the calibration again. Wait for 30 seconds. At least we need to wait for 30 seconds or the 1 minute, and press the confirmation key to confirm the first buffer. Find the buffer reference disappear from the second display, and the matter is calibrated and ready for the use. Fine. You can see this, the pH meter, it show like this, and it is the same as we use in the lab. Fine. Before to experiment, please to calibrate your pH meter. Again, next is a HPLC calibration. This we do in the next. Fine. Thank you so much. Before to that, please don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you.